Hey you guys, what's up? It's your girl Tamaria Lakayye coming back with another video on my Sisterlocks. I recently started documenting my Sisterlock journey, so if you're interested in how I transitioned from a 4C natural to a lock natural, you might want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell as well. Alright, so in today's video we are going to go over the cost associated with Sisterlocks. We're going to go over the constellation fees, the retightening fees, the initial establishment fees. We're gonna cover all of that in today's video. So if you feel like that's something you would be interested in, go ahead and stay tuned. At the end of the video, I do want to do something a little bit fun. Like, I am feeling my little pineapple style today and I think it is really cute. And I remember I used to try this style a lot when I was a 4C natural and I could just never get this volume. But I do have some ideas on how I could make this curly in the future. I'm gonna try that out. I feel like I'm gonna get sad once my hair gets to a length to where I cannot rock this style because I am really feeling it. But like I said, at the end of the video, I'm gonna go ahead and put up some clips of how I used to try to do a pineapple back in the day when I was a 4C loose natural. And I just want you guys to do, like, you know, a little comment comparison. Tell me which pineapple you think looked the best. But let's go ahead and jump into this video. Okay, so what I did was a search on Google for the cost of Sisterlocks, and basically every time that I pulled up an article or some type of page on Sisterlocks, it was saying that the cost for Sisterlocks was between $500 to $800. So basically what I'm gonna do is go ahead and give you some information that I got from a bunch of the consultants that I spoke to in the Midwest region. I'll just go ahead and say in Colorado. So it's gonna be different depending on where you're at. If you're in California, Georgia, Florida, Texas, I'm not sure if it's gonna be more or less because I feel like the demand for Sisterlocks, I don't know if it's gonna be higher there or less there, but I feel like it is definitely gonna play a difference in what you pay for your Sisterlocks depending on the region that you're in. So basically in Colorado, I reached out to at least 6 to 9 consultants. Some were trainees and some were just certified consultants, and this is basically the price range that I was getting from all of them. So on the consultations, I was getting anywhere from $25 to $35 for the first time you meet up with your Sisterlock. They put in your test locks, they go over your texture of hair, what size, and all of that. Now the good thing about paying that consultation fee is that it does go towards your initial installment. So that's kind of like almost like a down payment, and that's deducted from what you would pay for your overall installment or establishment of your Sisterlocks. Now, when you go to a consultant, the way they are gonna start charging you is a base rate. And basically on your base rate, they're gonna charge you for either 1 to 3 inches of your hair or 1 to 4 inches of your hair. Now that base rate is gonna start at anywhere between $450 to $550, just depending on your consultant. So from there, they charge you an additional fee for each inch of hair that you have. So let's say you have 6 inches of hair. So you go to a consultant that's gonna charge you a base rate of $450 for 1 to 4 inches of your hair. That means you only have 2 inches of hair left that you're having to pay for. And let's say she charges $25 for each additional hair. So you're looking at spending about $500 for, did I do that right? 450 and then 25 and 25. So you would be looking at spending about $500. What I came across when I was speaking to consultants was that for additional inches, they were charging anywhere from $25 to $45. So that's really how you're gonna determine how much you're gonna pay for your Sisterlocks. Is you're gonna take your base rate and then however many inches of hair, you're gonna add that all together and then take away your consultant fee, and that will give you the cost of your overall establishment for Sisterlocks. For your installation in your establishment, if you have high density, you might be looking at an additional fee depending on the consultant that you go to. I know I had an additional fee that I had to pay due to the fact that my hair was very, very thick. So I had to pay an additional fee and it was almost $100. So depending on the consultant, they might have a fee that could range anywhere from $50 to $80 depending on the density of your hair. Now, once you get your locks put in, you're gonna have to do like maintenance on your locks to make sure that they stay healthy, that you don't have any problems such as slippage or bunching, and just to keep your locks looking nice and neat. And so you're gonna have to go back for retightening. You're gonna have to go back to your retightenings at least every 4 to 6 weeks or every 6 to 8 weeks. Now, I've seen where some people stretch it out longer than that. They just feel like their hair doesn't need to be retightened that soon, and that is each person's personal choice. My view on retightnings is just to make sure that your hair is actually staying in that continuous locked state from the root to the end. And the longer you go without retightening your hair, then the more prone you are to having some type of issues with your locks. What I've seen for the rates for the retightenings is the consultant will charge you per hour, and that rate per hour is usually $25 to $35 per hour. And then if they have to go over an hour, let's say it takes 3.5 hours for them to do your hair, then on that half of an hour it's usually like $10 more. So if you're paying $25 per hour, then on that half an hour it's going to be $35. Doesn't really make a lot of sense to me why it can't just be a flat rate all the way through. If you're a consultant, please let me know what's going on with that algebra equation that you got going on for the retightnings. But yeah, that's basically how it goes. So let's see. Another thing that I noticed during the rates for the retightenings is the longer you go without getting your hair retightened by your Sisterlock consultants, the more expensive it's going to be. So the first rate is going to be the $25 per hour and then $35 after. For that rate, you need to get your hair retightened within 4 to 6 weeks. If you do it outside of the 6 weeks, then that's when you're going to be looking at a $35 per hour and then a $45 if it goes over an hour for anything like 6 to 8 weeks. That's pretty much what you would be looking at if you were considering to get your hair into Sisterlocks. Those are some of the rates that you're gonna see, and I just wanted to go ahead and make this video so that you wouldn't be shocked, because I know a lot of people don't like to talk about what they paid for their Sisterlocks, and that's completely understandable. But I haven't really seen any videos that actually break down the pricing and kind of like how the rates go. If you're looking to cut down on the cost that you're going to spend on your overall Sisterlock journey, then you might want to try to find you a good trainee in your area. Like you could go to a certified consultant to get your hair installed, and then start going to a trainee for your actual retightenings, because a trainee is not going to charge you as much as a consultant would. So you would be looking at saving at least a few $100s by going to someone who isn't completely certified, but they have already gone through the Sisterlock training. Basically, the only thing that they need to do before they become certified is do so many heads of hair. I don't know if it was 3, 4, or 5, but it's somewhere in between there. And then they can either go and take a test to become certified right away, or they can wait and do like, what do you call that? Where you kind of train under somebody for a little while, and they would actually train under that person for about 2 years and then come certified. So yeah, that's another option that you could definitely look into if you're looking to save some money on your overall Sisterlock journey. So I'm just gonna go ahead and drop in those clips of my 4C natural pineapple versus my Sisterlock pineapple that you guys have had the opportunity to see throughout this entire video, and you just let me know which pineapple you like the best. And that is pretty much it for today. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.